Welcome back in with King Family to another F1 Clash video, and we're here for the Thanksgiving event GP boost guide, where we will be sharing with you guys the best boost for you guys to use in the Thanksgiving event. All right, so for my account, I haven't seen the Thanksgiving notification came in, where it would normally show us the tracks and stuff like that. So I had to go on Discord and write down the tracks, and then we got the information for the boosts for those tracks. So we're going to be going about them in the very same order they are in the opening round and the finals. All right, before we jump in, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications if you're not yet subscribed, and remember to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get above 200 likes on this video. All right, so let's go on the boost menu since we don't have a menu to go for on the track. And we see the first track coming up is going to be Australia with a 36% chance of rain. All right, so it's possibly going to be a mixed race, or it could be a bipolar race, or you could be getting a full race here at Australia. But nevertheless, it's going to be 36% chance of rain for Australia, and it's going to be either wet or dry. So for dry, if it is dry, you want to go with corners and grip as the main features of Australia. So you want to go with corners and grip, like the downforce, the Jin, the Kawaii boost. Those kind of boosts works really well for Australia. Or you could go one boost heavy corners like the skull here, and one boost heavy grip. You decide which one you think will work better for you. All right. If it's wet at Australia, you want to go with speed and corners. Once again, there is no such boost as a boost with speed and corners in the game. There is no boost with speed and corners in the game, and we don't see a boost with speed and grip. Oh wait, I think we saw a boost in speed with speed and grip in the pit pass. Let me go check real quick. The frosty boost, I believe. That's not it. I mean, look, the frosty boost. I want to see, where is it? The frosty boost. I think that boost is going to be our first boost with speed and grip. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's grip and tires. Oh well, grip and tires it is. All right, so speed and corners for wet Australia if it's wet. All right, so a boost like the Hex and those boosts will do really well. Also remember, once it's wet, you want to make sure you have some form of wetness ability in there. So speed and wetness ability, or corners and wetness ability, is what you mainly want to look for that race. Second race up is going to be, back on the boost menu please, it's going to be on Italy. So we see Italy, and then we see France, which is going to be dry, and both Italy and France is going to be requiring corners and grip. All right, so tire boost that gives you corners and grip are going to be really good for Italy and France. All right, and also make sure to always remember, as I always stated, it's always good to get some extra tire management. So a boost like the Eagle here that gives you that high amount of grip with tire management for one driver would be nice. And then you could come down to a boost like the SAR here that gives you a high amount of corner with some tire management. That will be great to use as well. All right, so that's the way you want to be looking to it. If you get throw some tire management in there, so your drivers can go those extra laps. All right, for our next track, it's going to be Belgium. As for Belgium, we see speed and corners is going to be the boost for Belgium. So a boost that gives you any form of speed. So you have to go like one boost for speed, one boost for corners. This is why when the Kawaii, the Japanese, was it the Japanese Grand Prix? I don't remember, but the event where the Kawaii came out, all right, I was like, I gotta buy some 10 crate offer of this boost, because this boost is really good, as it gives you corners and grip, high corners and grip too. So this boost works on basically any track in the game, because it has a aspect of what every track has: speed, corners, and grip. So one track is going to have at least corners aspect, one track is going to have at least speed aspect. So the Kawaii boost has both corners and grip. So any boost with corners and grip are always good. The Jin boost is why you see I have a lot of Jin boosts as well. for corners and grip. All right. So speed and corners is what you're gonna need to use for Belgium. So one driver with speed, one driver with corner, and that works out great. All right. So we see Japan as the next race. 50% chance of rain at Japan. If it's a dry Japan, it's corners and grip. If it's a wet Japan, then it's gonna be speed and corners is what you need for a wet Japan. All right. So just based off of what your weather is, you're gonna select either speed or corners for your Japan, or speed and grip if it's dry. All right. So Canada and Zandvoort, which is gonna be the Netherlands, coming in next. So we have Canada and Zandvoort next coming up, and those two tracks is gonna require corner and grip. All right. So what I've noticed for most of these tracks in this Thanksgiving event, most of them are requiring corners and grip. Majority of them are requiring corners and grip. So I'm not saying you should be tuning your car for more corners or more grip, but if you're going to be setting up your car, make sure you have a nice setup in there that gives you good grip and good aero, because aero is corners and grip is grip. All right. So anybody wondering what aero is, that means corners. So any boost with corners will impact your aero. So if you could get a setup like this here with good aero and good grip, then that's going to be good for all these tracks. All right. So corners and grip for Canada and Zandvoort. All right. So the final track on the list is going to be Imola. Let's go back on the boost menu there. The final track on the list is going to be Imola, and it's going to be 67% chance of rain. So it's going to be some form of wet race, I believe. I don't believe anybody is going to be getting a dry Imola here. It's going to be some form of wet race. All right. And we see corners and grip as Imola's feature if it's dry. But if it's wet, we see speed and grip playing a good part there. All right, so let's look for a boost. I think the reindeer is the boost with the wetness ability with grip. So a boost like the reindeer with a good amount of grip and wetness ability would be good there for Imola. And then you want to go with another driver with that speed and wetness ability, which would be the Hex boost right there. All right, so the tune is a nice boost to use, but it doesn't require corners at Imola, so you don't want to go with the tune. You want to make sure you go with something with grip and wetness ability, not corners and wetness ability, grip and wetness ability, or speed and wetness ability. So the couple can be used. The acceleration there, one acceleration, that's going to be giving you speed, so that could be used as well. But as I said, the two boosts that you want to be using for that race is mostly limited when it comes on to grip and wetness ability. So I think the reindeer here, I think if not, this is like the second boost. With the only other boost with wetness ability and grip is going to be the ballast. So the reindeer is going to be the only boost to go with for that grip. And then you could go with the exception here for speed if you want to go with that. All right. So that's basically all 8 tracks. Use this video as your little personal guide when you're going through each race. You can go back over, and then you could select your boost based off of the recommendations here. All right, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Has this video series been helping you where I've been doing the boost guides? Let me know down in the comments. Use code word massive value down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Really appreciate you guys for all your support, and that's basically going to be it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. All good, guys. Bye. Shout out to Marco Pedrana, JJ, Vid Mantis, Christopher Graves, Alfredo Jr., Nathan Arsenio, and Touch My Dilly.